hitter, the batter, deciding whether they think the pitch is going to be high, low, and direction inside or away. So let's say low and away. Okay. We throw the pitch by drawing the top card of the pitcher's deck here. And what we're looking for are these balls in the bottom left and bottom right to say where the location and direction is. So the pitch is low and away. Okay? We called it low and away. So we win both these tokens, alright, the white and the red. Place them on the batter card. This is going to give us some bonuses, alright, for Mully. He's got a good eye. We've got the red and the white. For now though, let's throw that pitch. So we roll the pitch of dice, okay? This is the pitch and this is the control. Okay? We're looking for high numbers if we can get them. And if we can get a strike, then that'll be good. Alright, so that's what the pitcher's trying to do. Okay, we've got a ball and a 4. So because the batter saw the pitch really well, there aren't any of these discs on the pitcher's card, which means they don't get to use any of their special abilities. Right, so they've got to stick with the ball 4. We did have the dialed in effect. The pitcher may re-roll on a B5 or a B6, but they didn't have enough control to get the dialed in. So we're at B4. The hitter now has to decide what they want to do with it. To help you out, on the back of the card checklist is the hitting card. Okay, and we're going to roll our die. If we roll a 4, then that was what the pitcher's control was. If we roll a 4, we're in this middle bit. Swing ties the pitch. Now if it's a strike, then the result is an F, a foul. If it's a ball, then the result is a B, a ball. If it's a C, then it's contact. Okay? Now if we swing higher, so we get a 6, then it's a strike. Okay, we swing on a ball, it's a strike. It's what they call a swinging strike. So the pitcher's fooled us. They've thrown a ball out of the zone and we've overswung at it. We've taken a wild swing. Okay, if we roll lower, then it's a ball. We've checked our swing at the last minute and it's a ball. Let's move over and look at the hitter's card. They got a good eye on this. They got the red and the white. And it says for red and white we can choose any 2. We can choose the good eye and we can choose the white and the red. So a good eye says this is their star effect, if you want, a star ability. Instead of rolling the swing, Mully would choose a swing result of 1 or 4. Now I'd quite like a 4 because the pitcher rolled a 4. If I choose a 4, then I've got swing ties the pitch. I know I'm not going to strike out. So I'm quite happy with that. In fact, a 1 will do it as well because that's going to give me a ball. Okay, so I'm going to use that ability. I mean, I could choose to re-roll the swing. If I re-roll, I might get the same effect, but there's no benefit to be had. No benefit to be had. I get +1 versus a strike. We've got a ball thrown against us. So yeah, let's stick with that. So it's a 4-4. That's the ball. So all we do is mark up a ball. Alright, real quick. The next pitch. So we've got to try and read the pitch. Let's go for, we've had low and away, let's go for high and inside. Let's draw the pitch. Its batter predicts both correctly. It's a stare down. So there's no balls in the bottom right and left. This time it's a stare down, which has just an effect. Batter predicts both correctly. So that's an immediate, both the red and the white eye to the hitter. Okay, let's roll the pitch. It's a ball and a 3. Another bad pitch there. And I think we will do the same again. Let's take the ball. Okay. Next one. Let's go for, we'll go for inside and high again. Okay. Let's draw. And it's high and inside this time. So we've guessed it right once more. Let's roll the pitch. You might get on base here. It's a B3. Excellent. That's the third ball. One more ball, so we're 3-0 at the moment. One more ball and we've got another man on base. And we've got a runner in a scoring position if we can get a man on first. Okay, let's go for low and inside. Ready? Draw the pitch. It's low and away. So we got one right and one wrong. So we keep the low. The inside goes to the pitcher. Let's roll the pitch. Oh, it's a good pitch. It's a strike and a 5. Let's check to see what Straw's effects are. So we got the white, yeah, and it says here she can re-roll any one pitcher's die. And that's going to be determined by the AI that we saw on pitcher mitigation. Let's see what it says. It says pitchers always activate their ace and traits unless strike 6, corner 1, corner 6 or rolled or table. Okay, so can she activate her ace or trait? Well, her ace is high and away, so she'll only activate her ace if she throws a high and away pitch. The trait says Straw may throw her spitball, that's her ace, even when she's fully fatigued. Okay, so when she's fully fatigued she can't roll her ace, but that's not her pitch, so we're not going to activate this. So instead we keep looking. She does have this one here which says re-roll any one pitcher's die. So will she re-roll any one of these dice? We look at the pitcher mitigation. Now the way this card works is that if you roll a B1 to 3, then you keep it. Okay, but you still apply the modifiers to anything. If you roll a B4, 5 or 6 and the pitcher has a re-roll, then it would re-roll the pitch die looking for a C or an S. Okay? If he doesn't have a re-roll, then obviously he's going to have to keep the B4, 5, 6 and just use any modifiers they have. Right, same for strikes. If he rolls an S, 4, 5 or 6, then he's going to keep it and just apply modifiers. If he rolls a strike 1, 2 or 3 and he's got a re-roll, then he's going to re-roll the control. But that's the important thing. They still need to have their score their re-rolls. In other words, Straw's still going to need the red token to be able to plus or minus control, and it's still going to need the white token to be able to re-roll. Okay? Without any tokens, then this stuff is just not usable. Alright? So it's pretty straightforward. She'll also re-roll and modify corner pitches as needed to get a C1 or a C6. As it stands, she's going to stick with the strike 5. As it stands, we've now got to roll our swing. Higher, we get contact. Equal to, we foul it back, which is a strike because we've got no strikes so far. Lower, and it's a strike. Okay, let's roll. It's a 4. And we do have this eye. We can do a +1 or a -1 to the swing. So we could increase it to a 5, but even so, it's going to be a foul back, so it's going to be a strike either way. So it's a strike that counts 3 and 1. Alright, so once you get going, the game can play pretty quickly. Counts 3 and 1. I'm going to stick with, I'm going to go for high and inside, I think. High and inside. Okay, let's reveal. Ooh, pitcher selects their ace pitch. The stare down favours the pitcher. No, we didn't call it. We got it's high and away, so high for us. Stephanie gets the Southpaw straw gets the inside. We roll the pitch. It's a corner 4. It's high and away, so it sets any strike pitch to a C2. So she's not using her spitball. She's got a C4. Straw's really fighting this one back. So on a corner pitch, the only way we can get contact is if we roll equal to anything higher or lower as a strike. Alright, so we need to get a 4 exactly, otherwise we've got the count full at 3-2. Let's see what we can do, but we do have a plus or minus 1 to the swing. So 1, that's a strike. Yeah, I wasn't happy with that. I'm going to call high and away again. The count is full. I think she's going to be trying to throw a strike, so yeah, I really want to smack this one over into right field, hopefully. Let's see. Pitcher selects the ace pitch. We got it right. We called it. Malinoma's having a great at bat. Okay, let's see what she throws. B2. She's throwing a ball. She can't use her spitball because it's not a strike. So I'm going to use my good eye. Instead of rolling swing, Mully may choose a swing result of 1 or 4. I'm going to choose the 1. I'm rolling lower than the ball. That gives me my walk. 4 balls is a walk. Okay, we've got a man in scoring position. Excellent. So Mully's on first. Coming into bat is shoestring pinchback. Another righty. So now we've got the next at bat. Between at bats, the pitcher gets relief for every empty base. They take the card off the bottom of the pitcher discard, shuffles it back into the pitcher deck. And now, shoestring, our right fielder, needs to call the pitch.